right, Bill Hargenrader here, host of the 33 Days of Love Challenge series and co-author of the upcoming book, Love, Forgive, Never Give Up. I'm here today with an amazing guest, an expert on self-love, a love messenger, Bershans Story. Bershan, welcome to the show.
Hello, welcome, Bill. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to read Bershan's a brief bio, and then she's going to tell one of her a powerful story with a message of love, and give us something that we can put forth in our life today to realize how love can make life a little bit better. So Bershans Story wasn't born a warrior. She became one. Certified business executive coach, motivational speaker, and two-time breast cancer survivor. Wow. Bershan has dedicated her life to helping others discover their inner warrior during life's most difficult journeys. Diagnosed with breast cancer in 2007 at just 33 years old, Bershan met her warrior journey and illness head on with a positive spirit, and for a brief time, all seemed well. And she'll tell a little bit more about that. But true to her word, Bershan has done much more. Rather than living in the shadow of a stage 4 cancer diagnosis, Bershan chose to work tirelessly on her mental, physical, and spiritual health. And 7 years later, she's still cancer-free. So Bershan, we're looking forward to you telling more of that story. Please tell us.
So my journey has come full circle. And I always say that cancer was a gift because cancer woke me up. I was diagnosed at 33 years old, young, stage 1, and I didn't want to tell a soul because I was embarrassed. I didn't want to be known as the sick girl, the girl with cancer. So I went through my treatment. I opted to not get chemotherapy because they say chemotherapy pushes you into remission. So I just wanted to take the pills and do radiation. And then a year later, my back started killing me. My back started hurting me so bad. I'm telling you, I went to every doctor, chiropractor, wellness center, exercise, everything, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong. So I remember the day, it was April 26th. My doctor said, why don't you just get an MRI and see what it was? And I went to the doctor. This was now 2 years later. The doctor came in, stern, sullen, with papers in his hand, and he said, sit down. No one wants to hear sit down, right?
No.
He said, sit down. And I was like, oh gosh, what does sit down mean? He said, you've been diagnosed with terminal breast cancer. And that was just shocking. Me, at 35 years old, I was so young, terminal breast cancer? No, this couldn't be my life, not me. He said, yeah, you. And I'm telling you, I was just stuck because stage 4 terminal breast cancer had spread through my body. Wow. You know, I thought I did everything right. I'm a speaker. I volunteer. I help people. I give back. I go to church. And then my stepmother and I said, well, what can we do? I mean, you know, is this it? What else do we, you know, is there other treatment, trials, anything? And he said, well, do you believe in miracles? And I remember that hit me to my core because I'm spiritual and I believe in God. And I said, heck yeah, I believe in miracles. And I'll see you in 5 years. And now I'm 7 years cancer-free, no evidence of disease. So yes.
Wow.
And my story
Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm still blown away. Congrats.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I did the work. And I always tell people to do the work. You see, a doctor told me I had stage 4 breast cancer. I could have listened to him. I could have went home, got my affairs in order, and just waited for my time. But I said, I do believe in miracles. I believe in myself. And you know what? I love myself. I want to live. I chose living, not dying. So I ask you in the audience, living or dying, right? I chose to love myself and live. And with loving myself, I had to do the work.
Yeah.
I always coach women and men all around the world is doing the work. And doing the work means get your health in order, right? Take care of your health. So you can't go eating apple pies and macaroni and cheese talking about I'm doing the work and I'm healthy. I had to get my mind in order. I had to stop thinking negative. Cancer was my diagnosis, not my prognosis.
Yeah.
So cancer was just something I got diagnosed with. But was I going to live like that? No. I was still alive. So why was I going to act like I was dead? So I said, I'm alive, I'm living, I love myself. So I started thinking positive, and then I turned my diet around. I stopped eating meat. I said it was hard because I love chicken, I love beef.
Oh yeah.
Every month, I'm going to stop eating a meat product because my life depended on it. I wanted to get pure, healthy, and plant-based. And then I started meditating and getting into my spiritual self because I'm coaching one-on-one, private coaches, I'm speaking on stages, I'm writing a book, I'm doing all of this stuff, but I wasn't taking time for myself. So I took time for myself in the morning. I meditated every morning and wrote in my journal something spiritual.
Yeah.
So that's what I call doing the work and self-love and loving yourself. You see, we talk about, oh, we have a horrible job, we're in a bad marriage, we're doing this or doing that, or we're unhealthy. But are you doing the work on yourself?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's when you hear the term self-love, and you're a self-love expert. And I think that it's there's two parts of that. There's you know, loving yourself, which feels good, and then there's doing the work. I mean, as you keep saying, and so there are so many different. I'd say you can have the right motivation, you can have the right goal, but if you don't have the right strategy, you're not gonna, you know, be productive. You're not gonna get to where you want to go. So I like how you took on small things at a time, reducing one thing per month, taking on a minute. What in your mind was kind of the overarching strategy that you would marry up with self-love? I think you kind of talked about it, but what if you were to?
Well, I mean, my self-love strategy is, you know, I say change your thoughts, change your attitude, and you change your life, right? So you have to change your thoughts and believe in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Change your attitude. If you're going to be negative, talking self-talk, you know, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'm too fat. I'm too this. Come on, that's not self-love, right? And it all changes your life. So what I did, I did spirituality, meditation, I exercised, I ate healthy, and I did the work on myself. 1 month at a time, I said, I'm going to try to be the best that I can be, right? To live.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, you apply that to everything, to your career. Be the best that you could do. Write it down. Write a plan to execute. If you don't plan, you plan to fail.
That's true. That's 100% true. So I mean, cancer was a wake-up call. And my wife is type 1 diabetes since she was a child. She's had for over 25 years now, and she's gotten to that point where now she sees it as a gift because it's helped her to focus on what's important, focus on health, focus on fitness, focus on things like that. What would you say to somebody that maybe doesn't have that immediate health crisis wake-up call? What's something that they can do to bring self-love into their life a little more?
That's the point. Don't wait until you have a wake-up call, right?
Yeah.
Stop. You know, I always tell people, you know what? We always say, oh, well, you know, I eat what I want and nothing's wrong with me, right? Until something happens to you. Now, why wait until you get sick? Why wait until you get why you get fired? Why wait until you lose all of your money in bank account? Why wait until you hit rock bottom and you're drunk and you're an addict and you lost your home, your kids? Why wait? Do it now, right? The time is now. There's no reason to wait. You should want to be the best you are. Stop playing small and stop being mediocre and be amazing.
Yeah, that's a great advice, and also that's also one of the reasons why if you're watching this, you can learn from other people's, you know, tragedies. You can learn from part of the book Love, Forgive, Never Give Up is the point that from your darkest moments can, you know, come your greatest strength, but your strength can come from someone else's, you know, moments. And so we don't have to wait for that rock bottom. We can see somebody. We can watch Bershan tell her story and be like, well, I don't want to get to that point. I know that I need to bring more self-love into my life right now. Would you agree?
Yes, and I have a self-love checklist on my website, www.bershan.com, BERSHAN.com. So I love what you're doing, Bill, because it is all about self-love. Because if you don't love yourself, you never get what you deserve. That's it. You don't get what you deserve because you don't think you deserve it. So you'll let people walk all over you. You'll never get that job. You'll never get the money you desire or the man or the woman of your dreams or anything because you don't think you deserve an A-type player. You got to play with the big leagues and play big. You're an A player, so be an A player and love yourself.
Awesome, amazing. I mean, we could go on. We could go on for hours and hours about this. So we're gonna wrap things up though because we're keeping this series on short. Go to Bershan's website, get that checklist. Is there any parting words of wisdom or experience you'd like to share with our audience?
Yeah. So I love this quote. While you're talking about it, wishing about it, thinking about it, someone else is doing it. My thing is start doing it now. Start today. The urgency of now. Yourself today and get what you want.
Awesome, powerful message. Thank you so much for being on the show. We're going to see more of you. Bershan's actually going to be a featured author in the Love, Forgive, Never Give Up book. Find out more about that book. Go to loveforgivenevergiveup.com or click the link below this video. Bershan, thanks so much for your time today. Really appreciate having you on.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.